अनुकूलचन्द्राय ॐ नमो अनुकूलचन्द्राय।
Today's topic of discussion is one-pointed devotion. Now, let me first tell you that the essence of this discussion is that in spiritual pathway, one-pointed devotion is what is needed. You see, multiple point of devotion, which is known as adulterous devotion. You see, Vyabhichari bhakti, that is not really we want. This is the essence of today's discussion. Now let me discuss it in detail. So far I have conceived the matter. Now you see, if we see Ramayana, then when Hanuman was asked, Hanuman was told that see, Sitanath, Janakinath and Ramachandra are the same person. You see, the same person, then why are you clamoring only for Ram? Eminent disciple and devotee Hanuman replied calmly that yes, I know there is absolutely no difference between Sitanath, Janakinath and Ramachandra. But in my heart, you see, Ramachandra is the dearest one. He is my beloved. You see, so in spiritual scriptures, you see, Hanuman is so famous for this one-pointed devotion. Remember, in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Sri Krishna, you see, he also says the same thing. If we see the number 17 sloka of 7th chapter, that is, Tesham Gyani Nitya Yukto Eka Bhaktir Vishishyate Priyo Hi Gyanina Uttartham Aham Sacha Mamo Priyoho. It means that, you see, in the earlier sloka, Sri Krishna you see, has described that there are 4 types of devotees: Artho, Artharthi, Jiggasu and Gyani. Now he is telling that of them, that is of, you see, of 4 kinds of disciple, the man of knowledge, you see, endowed with constant steadfast and one-pointed devotion excels. You see, one-pointed devotion is what is the topic of discussion. So, Lord Sri Krishna, you see, highly, you see, I should say, heaps praise on one-pointed devotion. And he actually advises Arjuna to be one-pointed devotee. Why? If anybody, you see, worships more than one deities or more than one, you see, devata, what's the wrong in that? Or what is the trouble? Yes, there is trouble. As a matter of fact, that devotion would be adulterous devotion. Remember, that devotion would be adulterous devotion. Because, yes, you see, we may see worship very many deities. No harm is there. But I must meditate on only one person, on only one deity, or only one, you see, Purushottam, whatever you may call it. And then only you will get the result. Now the same message, you see, has been given by Sri Thakur Anukula Chandra through his different mottos, or you can say Bani, And those mottos, you see, also speak about the same thing. For example, he says in Bengali, দেবদেবী তোর থাক না যতই ইষ্টে যদি এক না হলো কি ফল তাতে হবে রে তোর সবই যে তোর ব্যর্থ গেল. If I may translate it in English, then it means that unless you can integrate all your deities, what results would you expect? Every efforts of yours would simply go in vain. Remember this, because that would be adulterous devotion, you see, and or you can say transgressing devotion, you know. And in another motto he says, দেব দেবী তোর লাখ থাকুক না ইষ্টে করে সংহতি একাগ্রতে প্রসাদ মনে স্বস্তি পাবি করস্তুতি. If I may translate it in English, it means that you may have lakhs of deities, but try to integrate them in your ishto. Ishto means beloved, the person who is, you see, worshipful, and keep only your ishto in front of you. That is, you see, concentrate solely on your ishto and to no one else. Go on heaping praise, you see, on him only, and you would verily get supreme peace. You see, by peace, I should say something. That is, by peace, people have got different ideas. You see, somebody may think that, you see, peacefulness of mind means that my mind will be calm and quiet. No, this is not actually peace is all about. Peace is the balanced state of mind. Remember, balanced state of mind means that even if your sorrows, and even if you see, when you are, you see, in humorous condition, when you are in lovely condition, when you are in, you see, favorable condition, whatever may be the situation, your mind would be balanced mind, and that is what is peace is all about. So you will get supreme peace only when you will keep your ishto in front of you, only your ishto, and to none else. Remember. Now the question simply arises that if anybody worships more than one deity, what's wrong in that? You see, the difficulty is this, that if I meditate, or if anybody meditates more than one deities, then it would not really give any result. This is all the, you see, spiritual scriptures, you see, say the same thing. And another motto of Sri Thakur Anukula Chandra is the same thing, that is, বহু দেবতার করলে পূজা ইষ্ট নিষ্ঠা বিহীন রাগে সব সঙ্গতি যাবেই ভেঙে দেখবি অন্ধতম জাগে. In English, if you worship multiple deities without one-pointed devotion to your ishto, every coordination would simply break down into pieces, and the consequence of which is extreme darkness. Remember, another motto of his is that দেব দেবতা হাজার ধরিস আচার্য যার ইষ্ট নয় স্পষ্টতর জেনে রাখিস জীবন চলায় নেহাত ভয়. It means that you may adhere to thousands of deities, but if acharya, or you can say mentor, is not your ishto. Remember, ishto means, as I have told you, that a person who is worshipful, who is dear, who is beloved, in whatever name you may give it to him, then undoubtedly you would have to face fear and anxiety, and in each and every step of your life. That means you need to adhere only one Sadguru or Acharya. Remember, Sadguru, only Sadguru can be the real Acharya, real Acharya. So therefore, and it is also said that Sarva Devo Maya Guru means that in my mentor all the deities are present. All the deities are present. Or you can say all the deities are present. In another, you see, you see, there are different mottos. There are very many mottos in which the same message that Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra has given to us, so that the most common people who are not so much conversant with much of the, you see, spiritual discourses, they can also understand, because this is very simple. You see, he stated all these things, all his mottos in a very, you see, lucid style, you can say, is very simple language, so much so that even a village devotee, a villager, or you can say, you see, even a peasant, even, you see, a person who does not know anything, or you can say who is illiterate, you can say, he or she can also conceive the main message of his motto. So, therefore, the essence of the entire discussion is that you need to adhere on one person only. But the situation is not same in reality or in real world. We find so many people that they worship very many deities, because they think that if I worship, let's say, one deity, then another deity may take offense. These are some of the wrong conceptions. No, it is not. You need to take only one deity, or only one Purushottam, only one Ishto. That is, your Ishto, means your beloved, must be only one. It must be singular number. It must not be plural number. And you will have to meditate on him only. Remember, on him or her, you can say, on only. Because only then, you see, gradually you can realize something. You see, otherwise what happens actually, if you take or adhere more than one deities, or if you meditate, you see, more than one persons, then, you see, I should say, insanity will simply grow, in that case. This is the fact. This is fact. Every religious persons actually have stated the same thing. Have stated the same thing. So therefore, we must be cautious, because this is the wrong conception. Now again, if I adhere only one person and if I accept only one person as my Ishto, it does not automatically mean that I simply ignore the other deities. Not at all. Contrary to it, actually all the deities, all the people would be satisfied, would be happy, because they know that this is the way in spiritual, pathway, spiritual line. This is the way. That is, a devotee must, accept only one deity or Purushottam, that is supreme person, whatever you may call it. One may take Ramachandra as as his Ishto, his or her Ishto. One may take Lord Sri Krishna, other may take Jesus Christ or Buddha, like that on this. And one may take Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra as his or her Ishto. Whatever may be the case, the point is, that is, we must adhere only one person as Ishto. That is what is known as one-pointed devotion. And whenever we want to satisfy everybody, then it is also, it is said that he who wants to satisfy everybody can satisfy nobody. This is the matter. This is the reality also in the spiritual world. Remember, so we must be very cautious and careful. That is, we must take, one person, one deity, whatever or whoever that a person may choose. That is another thing. There is no hard and fast rule that one may have to accept a particular person. No, this is not the case. The matter is, that is, a person may love anybody. That's all right. A person may, worship goddess Kali. A person may worship God Shiva, or one may worship Purushottam Ramachandra, one may worship Purushottam Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra, anything else. You see, there is no qualm in this, or there is no question actually regarding this. Anybody may love anybody, that's another issue. But he or she must adhere to one person only, because in one person he or she will have to integrate all the deities. Then he would, get the supreme peace. And as I have told you, remember, peace does not mean, the calm and quietness of mind that we people used to think. No, this is not. Actually, peace means the balanced state of mind. This is also discussed in Gita as Sthito Pragyo, all the same. You see, and Sister Thakur Anukul Chandra has also said the same thing. So, as I have discussed the different mottos or banis, you can say, or verses of Sister Thakur Anukul Chandra, he has also stated, has given the same message, that accept one person only and worship him only, and all the rest of the deities or rest of the Purushottam would be satisfied in him. You see, last but not the least, a person once asked Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra that after the discovery of Albert Einstein, Newton is almost obliterated. In other words, Newton is somewhat subdued. But Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra had replied, no, it is not at all true. As a matter of fact, in the discovery of Albert Einstein, Newton is rather more explained, is largely explained, is more explained. Not that Newton is lost, not at all. Rather, Newton is more, understandable now by the discovery of Albert Einstein. So therefore, none is, greater, none is lesser. The matter is simply this, that anybody may take anyone as his deity or as his ishto, but he must adhere to his ishto only. He must not worship more than one deities, or even if he or she worships more than one deities, then he will have to worship them keeping the ishto in his head. That is, everywhere he will have to think only about his beloved, and that beloved must be singular in number. It can't be, plural in number. This is what is known as one-pointed devotion. Remember, in spiritual pathway, or you can say religious pathway, whatever you may say it, one-pointed devotion is what is needed. As a matter of fact, multiple point of devotion is what is known as adulterous devotion, and that is very dangerous. That would not give you any results. This is the essence of the entire discussion. I don't know up to what extent I've been able to explain the matter to you. And again I'm telling, you can say last but not the least, I should say, that you may have your own opinion. I have no trouble, I have no qualms, and you may differ. From my opinion. I have no, objection in that. You will go in your own way, that's all right. But this is my humble submission to you. Be in love.